know that your baby's getting enough milk? When we can't measure it, we can't see, okay, baby's had 100 mils, so I know that baby's good. But there are lots of other ways that easily tell us that baby is getting enough. So the first thing and the easiest thing is wheeze and poos. Okay, so for a newborn baby, on day 1, baby should do 1 wee. On day 2, 2 wees. On day 3, 3 wees. So on and so forth up until day 6. And then after that, your baby should do 6 to 8 wees a day. And that would be normal. That would show that your baby's got good hydration. They might even do more, and that's okay as well. But at least 6 to 8 a day is really important to show that your baby's getting enough fluid. Now, sometimes your baby's nappy might be on and baby might have done 2 wees in that nappy, and that nappy will be really heavy and really heavily soaked. And you can maybe safely assume then that if baby's had that on for a few hours and it's really heavy, that baby's maybe done a couple of wees in there. So poos as well shows good intake for baby. And after baby's born, if you're not given one automatically, ask your healthcare provider for a little poo chart, and that shows you how baby's poos transition. So they start off as this thick black tar-like poo, and that's meconium. And that's the hardest nappy you'll ever change in your life. And then it will change. And then over about a week, it will change into this like mustardy, yellowy type poo. And then baby will continue to have that color poo for the duration of breastfeeding. And so that mustardy type of poo is really normal for baby. And babies, when they're breastfed, can poo any number of times throughout the day. So some babies might actually go for a week when they haven't done a poo, and for an exclusively breastfed baby, that's okay. Or they might poo 6 times a day. If baby's doing more than 10 poos in a day and they're really watery, then that can be a sign of overfeeding. However, any number of poos under that is fine for your baby to be doing, and a great sign that baby's getting enough milk, because baby's got to have stuff going in to have stuff coming out. So the second sign that baby's getting enough is through weight gain. So especially in the early days, baby should be weighed regularly. And if baby's putting on weight, then that means that they're getting a good amount of milk supply. And the third thing is baby's behavior. So if baby is constantly unsettled and constantly looks like baby's wanting to feed, so every hour your baby is waking and wanting to feed, and it's really hard to settle and get these beautiful periods of contentment or sleep, then there may be an issue with milk supply. The same goes for the other end of that spectrum. If your baby's really lethargic and doesn't have the energy to wake up and feed, so say your baby had a really long nap for 4 hours or 5 hours, and then you undressed baby, changed baby's nappy and tried to offer a feed, and they really weren't interested, falling back asleep, and then you tried again a little bit later, that could be a sign that your baby is not well and needs urgent medical attention. Okay, so but if baby is waking regularly 8 to 12 times a day, having a good feed, and you can see your baby sucking and swallowing, and your breasts are feeling less full after a feed, and then they're having these moments or these periods of contentment where they're having a nice sleep and then waking again a little while later for another feed, then that's a great sign that baby's getting enough. And babies often have this beautiful milk drunk look when they pull off the breast when they're really content, and that's a great sign that baby's had a beautiful feed and is getting enough milk.